Ah, man, right when you think the world couldn't get any weirder, you know what I'm saying? But look, we here for it today. Y'all done sent me some amazing clips. Y'all done tagged me in some stuff. I put them in a certain order. They're still random, but, you know, I just try to spruce it up just a little bit, give it a little bit of, you know what I'm saying? But look, yo, make sure y'all going out here doing y'all research, man. Don't believe anything you see in these videos until you go out here and do your own damn research. I'm not responsible for what the hell you think. But look, man, welcome to the family. If you went ahead and subscribed, man, I appreciate y'all. We'll be at 1 million subscribers in no time, you know, probably like another 8 years. But look, yo, I'm having a good time doing this, man. I'm happy that y'all can join me, vibe on my frequency, man. And look, man, let's get into this video.
Now, one of the biggest misconceptions about witchcraft is that people only think it's acclimated to incantations, dark black magic, and dark alchemy when it's not. If you're talking shit about a chosen one, that's witchcraft. If you're gossiping about people, that's witchcraft. If you're in secret competition with people, that's witchcraft. If you're hating on people indirectly or directly, that's witchcraft. If you're trying to sabotage the greatness of a chosen one, that's witchcraft. Because you're using the power of dark alchemy to alter the minds of people, which is a form of dark psychology, meaning that you're basically trying to galvanize an audience to hate chosen people. So with that being said, for those who are projecting energetic hate towards chosen ones, be careful of who you hating on. Be careful of who you trying to sabotage. Be careful of who you trying to gossip about, because you don't know if they got spiritual rank or not, because by way of the laws of reciprocity, what goes around comes around, and the energy that you put out has to come right back to your ass.
Oh, what an amazing way to start this off.
Legally or illegally, we gonna get that money.
I hear that shit. We gonna get that money by any means necessary.
Boy, that don't make no sense. Y'all both trying to sound smart on here, and y'all sounding real illiterate for the one time.
Now that's just bad vocabulary. That's messing up my dyslexia.
You know, while you trying to come in here and humiliate him, you ain't even pronounce your words correctly. Ooh, that is so pathetic.
This is getting real mind be ogling. Real mind be ogling. Like, I can't get down with y'all Nona Sensei behavior. Now.
That's how they sound when they talking about us, right?
Y'all, I got the download of the century today. What if I told you that aliens were actually in the Bible? The Bible is actually a cryptolect, which means it holds a secret language. I'm pretty sure I'm making history, so please remember this with me. Just want to let you know I break down the etymology of words through its syllables. I use the same strategy to decode the story of Mary and Joseph. So here's the decoded story. A rebellion and its allies ran from a group of intelligent creatures and hid in a place called Bethlehem. Bethlehem actually means the house that God is squeezed or compressed into. Bethlehem is in Galilee, which means the place that imitates the ear of the mother. I broke down ear. It's the gold secret language from out of the God of wisdom and knowledge that circles to fit together again. And mother breaks down to a group of wise, intelligent creatures.
Boy, y'all obsessed with this clip right here, but look, I feel you. Look, man, this is I feel like they're trying to get us ready for something, right? That's the vibe I get. Sex with aliens. We talked about this like a year ago, clapping them cheeks, right? They're confirming that they're with it. They're confirming that they clapping them cheeks.
Y'all,
they with it.
I went to a Marvin Sapp event, and it was a really good event. Okay? And after the event, I was feeling really good, so I decided I wanted me some memorabilia. So I bought this t-shirt, and I wanted to share it with you. It says, I-W-I-N, win. I was feeling good. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. So I said, this is a good, positive shirt that I can wear, right? It's red. I love red. It's got MSL on there, Marvin L. Sapp. Okay, that's his initials on here. I said, I like this one. And I think he had an album called I Win. Okay, so let me tell you about this shirt. So I've worn this shirt to therapy because that's why I bought it. I've been going to so many physical therapy sessions, and I said, okay, I need to just wear something a little different. So I wore it to physical therapy, and my therapist kind of looked at the shirt, and he looked at me, And he never said anything about the shirt. I thought he was looking because he liked the shirt, but he never said he liked the shirt. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So then I also wore it around the house, and I wore it to bed one night. So when I wore it to bed one night, I woke up in the middle of the night to go to the restroom. And when I go to the restroom, I have my phone with me, so it kind of shines a light to show me the path on the way, make sure I don't step on anything or kick anything up like that. Okay, so when I get to the restroom though, and put myself on the throne, I leave the door open. Yeah, I leave the door open. So when I look out, there's a mirror. So I see myself in the mirror. Yeah, on the throne in the mirror. That's just me. I do that. Okay.
Okay.
I know that's a little bit too much information, but I just want you to get a picture. So sitting on the throne, can see a mirror. Well, I was looking down at the phone, and the lights from the phone shone onto the shirt. Yo, and this is what I saw. Yo, I saw this at night when I went to the restroom.
You can't say, oh, damn, I was shitting on myself, because, I mean, she's already doing that. You feel me? Like, that's wild, though. Look at the face.
And I had my phone. I was looking at my phone, and I looked up in the mirror, and this is what I saw. And I'm like, what in the world? So this is me. I'm holding my other phone so I can video it. So I'm holding my other phone. Okay, my phone light just went out. Okay, so the phone light's going out. Okay, there it is again. I punched it to come back on. So this is me. I still have this shirt on, and it says I win, but there's something subliminal. You see it? Ooh wee! Y'all, this thing is scaring me to no end.
It's a demon's face saying that I win on a red shirt with horns and everything. You can clearly see that. Subliminal received.
So that's the other phone that's in the face. Okay, so I pulled the other phone, and I'm holding my other phone just to show the light, because I was just looking at my phone, and then I looked in the mirror, and I'm like, what's on my shirt? I said, what's this on my shirt? My God, what kind of shirt am I wearing? You see that? Yo, subliminal. And it didn't have as much light as you guys are seeing. So if this light dims, it gets even worse. So here it is with the lights dim. This is what I actually saw that night. This is the picture that I actually saw. You know, what is that? This is supposed to be a Praise God shirt. What in the world?
Praise somebody else shirt.
Encountered anything like this? Because this is unbelievable. See, it's going down, and it was really spooky. Okay, bye. You know what, you guys? There's a serious lesson to be learned here. We have to be careful. Be careful on, who we follow, who we support, what we purchase. You have to be mindful. The enemy is real, and the enemy tries to destroy. And any little crevice through which the enemy can get, the enemy will do so. So don't be so quick. I knew that the shirt looked weird. I did. Because I'm like, well, I can't really, it says I win, and that's what I went on. But to see the subliminal, I mean, you can see the hair, it was specifically designed for that. And if you look at it, you can see what it does. So just be careful. And not saying that, I don't know if it was intentional or not. I'm not trying to put anything out there. This really gives me the creeps, and I'm going to have to throw it away. So I just wanted to share it to show how, even when you're not paying attention, how that enemy weaves through the good to rear its ugly head. And here it reared its ugly head, and it really got to me. It has really gotten to me. And everybody I tell, they tell me, get rid of that shirt, but you don't have to tell me to get rid of it. I already know, okay? I already know that it's going to go, and I don't understand what's behind it. I don't want to understand it. So, y'all, I'm just saying, okay? Just be careful. When you spend your money, be careful. And don't trust everybody. Don't trust everything. Because this one got by me. And I don't have an artistic eye, per se. I can't look and see the big picture. But when you look and see the big picture, there's something here. Okay, so God bless all of you. My lesson is just the moral of the story is be mindful and try to really look at it, and don't follow everybody and don't trust everybody, because you don't know what everybody's on, right? We don't know. So God bless you. Okay, bye-bye.
Arthur Jamukov finds a cave system that appears to have not been naturally made, by the way, in the North Caucasus Mountains, Karakoram mountain peak, and then after discovering something, gets hit by a car the next day? What? Take a seat. So Jamukov was a speleologist. He studied and explored caves. Here's a map of it, okay? You need to see this before I show you the other pictures. So he starts exploring this cave system. Perfectly geometrical, parallel, polished stone slab. So after rappelling 130 feet, it opens up into this, which is 118 feet tall. There's even stones inside that look like columns. From the top to as far as they could go, 350 feet. For reference, that's next to a Soviet space rocket. Also, it needs to be noted that as far down as they could go, they could feel air coming up from the bottom, which fed into the theory that this could have been some sort of ventilation system. But for what? Now, apparently, according to the locals, there were ancient legends passed down for generations about underground cities and cave systems in the Caucasus Mountains. Now, he starts studying the cave with another guy who studies Russian anomalies in Chernobyl. Anyway, they noticed that the megalithic blocks are approximately the same size as the ones in the Pyramid of Khufu. So just like the ancient pyramids with the shafts, no one knows 100% what they were used for, their theory. So they start to come up with theories for this. Now keep in mind, they couldn't go any further than this, and there were little narrow passages that no one could fit into, that they would shine their flashlights in and it would go so far that the light couldn't even reach the end of them. Do you think it was some sort of ventilation system? Some people say that this looks like a resonator. 100% everyone that explored this agreed this was not nature made. These are like the blocks. They're perfectly cut, and this is unlike any other cave system in the world. And they all agree that there's no way that this was actually made for people to use. It had to have had some sort of technological purpose. What was this chamber for? Some people think that there could have been a pyramid above it that just somehow disappeared. Maybe it just hasn't been uncovered yet. You have to understand, this is a remote location in the mountain. So Zhumikov started in 2011, and in 2015, he made some sort of discovery in the cave, and the very next day was hit by a car. Talk about a weird coincidence. It gets weirder. Chernobyl dies from cancer 2 years later. 3 other people that were associated with the cave studying also mysteriously died. No one knows if it's all just a crazy coincidence or if they were onto something. You know what, I'm just gonna stop talking there because TikTok will, do their thing. And then after that, hardly any research was done on it, period. But then in 2017 and 2018, a guy by the name of Splashnov posted a whole bunch of pictures of him exploring the cave to vk.com, which is the equivalent of Facebook, but for Russia. You have to sign up for it to log in, and I'm about to sign up for a Russian Facebook. How do you guys think that this cave shaft system was created?
Bir taraftan ay doğuyor. Diğer taraftan güneş batıyor.
Yeah.
Aynı anda güneşin batışı ve ayın doğuşu.
What a quickie dink.
All right, so the other side is talking to me right now about Terrence Howard, and this is prompted because he keeps coming back into my awareness, so I decided to dig into it with them. And The Ascended Masters are confirming this. All right, I might go into a channel here. Terrence Howard is bringing the Christ consciousness to humanity through the use of technology. This technology will liberate you. He speaks truth. He has the divine knowledge. We gift him the divine wisdom. That is Lola. That's me. It's looking like there's something he hasn't figured out yet. Maybe he's just like missing one piece of something, a piece of information. And they want me to channel it for him. I'm asking, is this really real? And they're like, yes. Whoever this is just said a resounding yes. They've been trying to tell me this for a while. Okay, well, I don't know how that's supposed to happen. So if Spirit wants Terrence Howard and I to connect so that I can channel divine intelligence for him, I don't know how that's going to happen, but I will surrender that over to the will of the universe. If that's what's meant to happen, then somehow we will get in touch. I don't know. Does anyone know Terrence Howard? You know, I don't know. Is there anything else I need to add to this? Yes. He said, stay in touch with the masses, they will help. He went and made himself an actor, so he's harder to get in touch with. Okay. All right. Well, that's enough crazy for one night. Okay. Bye now.
Let me know if y'all believe that or not. Maybe stay in touch with the masses is like, oh, he about to eat a baby. Nigga, I can't even go to, I can't. Let's keep going. It gotta be, it's fake. But what are they trying to say there? Like, come on, y'all just.
They do not want your children to be educated. They do not want you to think too much. That is why our country and our world has become so proliferated with entertainments, mass media, game shows, television shows, amusement parks, alcohol, and every kind of entertainment to keep the human mind entertained so that you don't get in the way of important people by doing too much thinking. You had better wake up and understand that there are people who are guiding your life and you don't even know it. And all American citizens, I think, have suspected something like this is going on. But we're all too busy trying to stay alive and live our lives. And after all, what can one person do about it?
Get us used to aliens.
Ed, Ed, wait, please. Ed,
Nope.
Ed, just listen to me for
Nope.
one
Whatever you're gonna
second.
say,
Give me a minute. Let's
wanna
just
hear it.
talk,
No,
please.
there's nothing to talk about.
Yes, there is.
There's nothing
This
at all
was
to
a
talk about.
mistake. Just
I'm
give
done.
me 1 minute, Ed.
I'm done.
Ed.
No.
Ain't shit to talk about.
No. Ah, crap. Sorry, man. You okay?
Yeah, it's all good, man. You okay?
Yeah, all good. Sorry.
All right, no worries.
Calm down, Ed, and be professional about this.
Oh, please. There is nothing at all professional about this situation. Okay, this is my ex-wife, who I have not seen since my divorce a year ago after I walked in on her banging a Retepsian.
I know this isn't ideal, but she is the only qualified XO available, and the staff profile compatibility program indicated your skill sets complement her.
Ain't nothing to talk about.
When you are a sad, lonely reporter and find out aliens are actually sexy ASF. Sleeping with who in the days of Noah and giving birth to what in the days of Noah? Understand that the Spirit of the Lord God is warning the church now that we will see these things come back and dwell. Ancient Nephilim will be again, but also new bioengineered forms of the Rephaim shall appear and terrorize this world as never before.
Oh, AKA they gonna eat us?
This is punishment of man. Thank you, Holy Spirit. The idea, Kenya, that I've sat here prophesying to you for some time now. The entire Nephilim series is before you. And then 3 random men, all over 8 feet tall, have hit Kenyan society and are being welcomed and treated like celebrities. So African society that says they have to know your mother and they have to know your father. They have to know your tribe. They need to know your village. They have to know your people. You must be able to produce your origins. Not 1, not 2, but 3 unaccounted for beings have magically appeared on the Kenyan landscape. And what are Kenyans doing? Treating them like celebrities. Bradley and whoever the other 2 are. The man calls himself the Gen Z Goliath. The rest of the world, do you want to know what they're doing with this man?
What?
They're treating him like a crown prince. They're taking him to the best hotels. They're waiting on him hand and foot. They're taking him to the ateliers. Why? Because it's impossible for him to buy clothing in the normal Kenyan stores. So he's getting tailor-made outfits and suits made, tailor-made shoes made because they can't find his size. He's currently walking around in some massive flip-flops that look like they were cut out of tire tread. That's not all. You see, the Master's Voice Prophecy blog is the place where you come to hear the truth. Is Bradley, whose skull is the size of the bonnet of a Buick? The man's skull is not the normal human size. His jaw alone would give anyone pause. For if that man were to open that jaw and clamp it on a normal man's arm, that man would lose the arm. That's how big his skull is. Is Bradley lacking for women? Are the women staying away from Bradley? No, they're intertwining their fingers with Bradley on TikTok and walking in the desert with him as people film them from the back. Bradley's not lacking for female attention because women never met a demon they didn't want to get into bed with. How long have I been prophesying here that it is the females of today who will give birth to the Nephilim? Because no matter what they see, fallen angel, zombie, demon, hybrid, the aliens that come with the long blonde hair and the icy blue eyes and their 7-1 and saying, I come in peace. Women will sleep with anything. With anything. And so will many men of this time. Brad,
I knew the men, but I ain't know the women. Like, hey, ladies, let me know. Let me know if you letting the Nephilim clap them cheeks and have them big ass babies. You're probably not gonna survive the birth of the mug. You feel me? Like that's just. We got some explaining to do. We already know what the men gonna do. It's gonna be a lot of losers out here that's willing to clap anything. Real talk. If it got two legs, they gonna clap. All right. I'll let y'all explain on y'all side. I don't speak for all women, you know, but I know dudes.
Bradley's not lonely for female companions. I guess they're just wondering if he's large everywhere. Women,
The snake did make Evie the apple.
you are shameful. Bradley is a sensation in Kenya. They're not running away from an obvious Nephilim. They're running to him. And either the second or the third one has told them, listen to this, rest of the world, Kenya, you keep quiet for you have no shame. The rest of the world can hear that the second or the third one of these massive 8 feet men has told them, oh, there are many of us. So they told you with their mouth that there are many more of them that will come into your midst in Kenya without credentials. But you're taking them to hotels and sewing them clothing. This man is on every talk show in Kenya. He's podcasting. He's on talk shows. The hosts are so excited to see him that when he gets on the show, they drag up a chair, stand on the chair, and then they still can't reach the height of the man. An average man on a chair is not as tall as this thing called the Gen Z Goliath. This is the wisdom of the end times, but I prophesied this year since 2021 that they will come out, and when they come out, they will be met with love, curiosity, fascination. I'll leave you with this. They took this man to a restaurant and they brought food before him. This man had no recognition of the foods they brought. Something as simple and as normal as pizza. He was looking at it like he had not seen it before. And if you look on TikTok, you can actually see the video of him side-eyeing how the people at the table were eating and then copying them. I don't blame Bradley. Usually he eats what was sitting at the table eating with him. Wisdom. This is the most pricey commodity in the end times. And with every passing day, this blog is proved true more and more, and wisdom becomes more and more expensive. When we are left here to be tested with things like Gen Z Goliath,
I ain't gonna lie. Look at that. Pause. But look at the head on that mug right there. His head is bigger than that damn. You know, these are like a challenge burger where you go to like places and they got if you eat this in a certain like in an hour or whatever, you can win like $1,000 or something like that and get your face put on the wall. That's not gonna do nothing for him. He probably used to eating small people. Probably, you know, I can see that. What y'all think? How y'all feel about this? They just popped up out of nowhere. I haven't did enough research to see him just popping up out of nowhere, but I'm definitely intrigued now. She has a point. Look at his head. Look at the head, the noggin on this man.
Alexa, is Morgan Freeman Jimi Hendrix?
From Snopes.com. Jimi Hendrix reinvented himself as actor Morgan Freeman in the 1970s, shortly after faking his own death, researchers claim.
Now, I want to show you a piece of quartz crystal in its natural form. Now, if we were to examine this carefully, we can see that the quartz crystal has a hexagonal cross section. That is to say, it has 6 sides. Now also, quartz crystal in its natural form has pointed ends. This one doesn't because a primary cut has already been made on this crystal. Now let's take a look at this drawing so that we can determine more about the quartz crystal. There are 2 views. The top view indeed shows us that the quartz crystal has a hexagon shape, 6 sides. While the lower view points out that indeed the quartz crystal in its natural form does have pointed ends. Now, quartz crystal in its natural form cannot possibly be used in oscillator circuits. It must be cut in a specific manner to exhibit its piezoelectric properties.
Y'all remember that?
What?
Remember I posted this like 2 years ago? It's all making way more sense, right?
I don't know. He's wearing brown.
From your vantage point, how would you assess your performance? No, I did good.
It makes more sense. And somebody wanted me to post, like, bring this one back. Is the mathing for y'all? Like, they're desensitizing you right before your eyes. Before you know it, we're gonna be fully integrated, and these niggas gonna be eating us in the open.
You know, now what they gonna say? I fight younger fighters before they say they fight older fighters. Now what they gonna say?
Do y'all see that? Never mind what he's saying. Do y'all see that? Let's talk about. Man, bro, we gotta talk about it. Yo, my name French Dose, man. I do this for educational and entertaining purposes only. TikTok. I never thought to this day I would never see a hybrid. Yeah, you heard me right. A hybrid Bigfoot, Sasquatch, that guy. And y'all don't want to believe. There's a lot of people out there that believe, especially the videos that I posted, you know what I mean, through here to Facebook, that some of these Sasquatch videos is real, bro. But you ain't no denying that. I don't care whether y'all gonna say, oh, he dressed up for the movie. Man, this boxer right here has a hybrid Bigfoot. And he's here on the stage with him right in front of your face, man. Y'all better stop playing with me, bro. We gonna expose these people. Put it in the comments, hit the like button, and make sure y'all follow me here for more, man. It's getting spooky out here, respectfully.
Force, survival school, topography map. What makes this United States military issued topography map of Washington State so very interesting is dangerous animals, spiders, scorpions, plants, poisonous plants. But now pay attention. There's no editing in this video whatsoever. One take. Sasquatch. Listed under dangerous animals. So, is that proof that Sasquatch really does exist? This is not a trick. This is not an edited video. This is a map that was issued by the United States federal government, Air Force. This is a topography map.
Sierra came into the world as a male, but somewhere along the way either she or her parents decided she should become a girl, with surgery performed on her to bring about this transformation at an unidentified age.
On the red carpet, but everyone's raving about Sierra's thickness and her new body. Sierra
Yes. How hard is it to actually walk up these steps in a dress like this? Well, you know what? In a dress like this, it is not easy. You know, it definitely, you gotta make sure you're...
So this how Jeep girl went to the hood and was crying on her knees to black men, saying that we being controlled by pagan magic, bro. Is this facts or not? Look at this, bro.
Controlled by the Anunnaki. Literally, the Jews control you with their pagan magic and money and making people.
And a lot of people might think like, oh, she's crazy. She going through too many conspiracy theories. I don't know why she's so passionate about telling us, but she's speaking fact. We fell a long way from what we used to be, man. A long way. And it's like we embrace destruction nowadays. Who could destroy the world better? Then we blame each other for it. Whole time it's really ourselves, man. And we really being controlled by a higher entity. But once you see them strings, you can just snatch them off. Like, okay, I don't gotta act that way. And when I say higher entity, I don't mean like it's somebody like literally pulling strings, making you move. But think about it symbolically. You don't read everything in the Bible and think it to be literal. You know? But the thing about it is, bro, this is really going on right now, man.
The thing about the Bible is people love to pick and choose what they want to believe out of it instead of like, oh, the whole story or whatever. Like it just get real weird.
From your perspective, is this just a case of irredeemable racism that can't be mitigated by any rational action, or is this a situation in which a federal response could help this community heal? There's a question of resources and
Well, no, I'll let you finish and then I'll speak.
No,
It's a crying shame. I mean, my heart breaks for this community. You know, there were children, elementary school children, who it was school photo day. You remember what that's like? Going to school on picture day? Who were dressed up in their best, got all ready, knew what they were going to wear the night before, and had to be evacuated. Children. A whole community put in fear. And I'll say a couple things about it. One, you know, I learned a long time ago in my career, having a background as a prosecutor,
when you have these positions, when you have that kind of microphone in front of you, you really ought to understand at a very deep level how much your words have meaning.
Dude, it's all fucking sinking in, like...
Hold on, she ain't answer the question at all. That's why I don't like these politicians, bro. Like, she not for us, y'all. We gotta stop this. When somebody set trip on who they are and she can't answer a straight question either, what are we doing?
They hid free energy from us, and they're using it. They use it right now. They're using it right fucking now. They use it right now while you pay for fucking rent and pay for your fucking gas and pay for your fucking bills and the fucking food you can't afford that's killing you and the fucking all the bullshit. These motherfuckers have been hiding the real game to keep you under control. These motherfuckers have free energy, dog. You think I'm playing? Lizards, you're fucked. You're all fucked. Y'all are gonna understand soon and be fucking pissed, don't you worry. You should come tomorrow.
So when I was watching the presidential debate, I couldn't help but to notice that Kamala Harris' neck looked very peculiar. If you look at it, you can actually see a lot of odd protrusions. In my opinion, these are the same protrusions you would see on a silicone mask. These images actually look very synonymous. We all remember that one Simpsons episode when Homer ripped the mask off the politicians and seen that they were extraterrestrial biological entities. Some allege that a lot of these politicians are actually beings from the Alpha Draconian star system that have the ability of shape-shifting. Now, typically these beings utilize technology to bend light photons around their avatar to have the ability of blending in with society and disguising their draconian image. But with the cosmic energy on the planet increasing and us gaining a bit more access to the light photon spectrum, it's becoming more difficult for these beings to actually camouflage themselves. So this is why a lot of these beings begin to wear skin suits to avoid technological glitches. Remember, this whole draconian patriarchal system is induced by the Saturn moon matrix. Most of what we're viewing is artificial light spectromification. But since the energy of the planet is rapidly increasing, we are going through what's called a terraforming process due to cosmic ionizing particles. These ionizing particles are eradicating components of the electrical grid system that facilitate the matrix. Everything we have been viewing thus far has been falsified constructs created by highly advanced computer-generated imagery. Sky has been fake. There's a simulation that actually runs the sun. There's a simulation that runs the moon. Once in a while you will catch them glitching, where sometimes the moon would disappear for days. Sometimes the moon and the sun will be out simultaneously. There's a lot of things that you can catch once in a while with this simulation system, and it's a lot of different simulation systems all structured on different ley lines. What's happening as the sun's activity increases and the magnetosphere depletes, the deceptive technology that they're utilizing to induce this false matrix is actually decreasing. Now, these ionizing particles don't only have an effect on the magnetic grid system, but they also have an effect on our biological structure. As time progresses, you are going to begin to notice yourself being cosmically upgraded. All of these color spectrums you see emanating are a representation of our chakra network. What the deletes have been doing is utilizing a lot of deceptive machinations with the food, right? This is why there's a lot of food recalls. Their objective is to poison us to actually prevent ascension to the crown chakra. Their objective is to ensure that you don't have the proper nutrients to remain in homeostasis. And when you mix bad food in conjunction with lead, cadmium, mercury, fluoride, you unfortunately get a lot of NPCs. Non-playable characters are victims of the Agent Smith effect. The objective is to create as many non-playable characters as possible. One way they accomplish this is by utilizing parasitic organisms that are designed to attack your neural network. Parasitic organisms have the ability of latching onto your digestive system and then traveling to your heart as well as your brain by way of your neurons. Once these parasitic organisms make it to your brain, they have the ability of then influencing intrusive thoughts that aren't your own. Most common brain parasite is referred to as sister psychosis or CNS. Most individuals aren't aware that this is primarily the reason for so many non-playable characters. This was purposely introduced by genetically modified organisms. That's why most of the people can't seem to wake up. In order to get rid of these parasites, you need wormwood, black walnut, as well as whole cloves. All right, these three components will not only kill parasites, but also eradicate their eggs. Do have the parasite cleanse available on Holistic Remedies, link in bio. I also have it available in a fast-acting liquid tincture. This is also composed of black walnut, sweet wormwood, as well as cloves. For all high-quality herbs and metaphysical products for spiritual exploration, click the link in my bio and visit Holistic Remedies, your extension to Ascension.
What's up, TikTok? A very important video here. I need everyone's help. It is 9/14/2024. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm in Centralia, Illinois. A couple of hours ago, I was scrolling through TikTok and I came across a video. It said something about air traffic, and he mentioned Pax River, Maryland. Okay, that is where I just left, and I immediately tried to pick up my phone and call the 2 people that I prep with for these scenarios, and both of those people were deleted from my contacts. All of our chat logs are gone from my phone. They were literally removed, both, just the 2 people that I prep with, okay? I know I'm a targeted individual, that's obvious. What I need your help with is I cannot find that video. I cannot find that video in my watch history. I did, we went online and it said that Pax River was on a heightened alert, that the military base was on a heightened alert. I am trying to get more information about this. Everyone said that there was going to be some big event this weekend. There's a lot of talk about alien disclosure. The guy, all I remember the guy saying that is he doesn't do this normal kind of content. He's not in this conspiracy community or predicting community, whatever you want to call it, the conscious community. He literally just, I guess maybe monitors air traffic control. Maybe he's involved in it. And he said that the amount of heavy airplanes, big airplanes that were coming in was just noticeably off. It was a heavy influx of military, big aircraft coming in. So I'm trying to find that video. I've gone through my watch history. I've tried to search it. I've Googled it. He looked like, I think he was in like a blue shirt. It was red text on the video. It said something about air traffic, and he mentions Pax River. Now, I'm just going to tell you, I was in Pax River for the last 3 years before finally leaving. And one of the reasons that I decided to leave is I was talking with the military people, and I was asking them if they were aware where we were at the status of a possible World War III and, you know, the economic struggles that the country was going through, and where was that leaving us? And I said on a scale of 1 to 10. 1, hang out here, stay, everything's fine. 10, get myself to the mountains, get my family to the mountains. He looked me dead in the eye and said if I was not in the mountains by 2025, then it was going to be too late. Those were his words, and I believed it in my heart. Forgive me. Music kicked on. I guess there's an Oktoberfest here at the park here. Let me walk this way a little, guys. But yes, so please, guys, please share this video. I am looking for the video about air traffic in Pax River, Maryland. It was a gentleman. That's all I can tell you. I think it might have been a blue shirt, brown hair. It looked like he might have been a little bit of beard, maybe. I'm not sure, guys. I know that's not a lot of information, but if you've heard anything about anything going on with military at Pax River, if you've seen anything in your skies, guys, there's a lot of rumors that there's going to be some kind of UFO disclosure or an event, some kind of sightings over this weekend. So keep your head on a swivel, look to the sky. If you have a camera, make sure you get a good HD video. It's 2024. No more of this Miami stuff like last year. We need concrete video evidence, and then we need to share it quickly, guys. My name's Jeremy. It is 9/14/2024, and I need your help, guys. I'm gonna make this video as short as I can. I'm getting off here. Please share. Please find this video for me.
Women hold the portal to gain access to the physical world. That's what the Egyptian Ankh is. It's the portal. The Egyptians wore the headdress to symbolize the woman because they are the master builders, which creates the human temple. The human body is formed by the astral forces of the 12 zodiac inside of the womb. That's why your body's made out of 12 cell salts, which are from the 12 zodiac signs. She harnesses the energies of the 7 planets and the 12 constellations to manifest your body. She is a womb man, and she is feminine, which is 9. He is masculine, which is line, 0 and 1, the binary code of all creation. That's why there's 10 numbers. She is curvy, he is liney, because everything's geometry, which is God's codes to the simulation. You are a soul, an astral entity in a physical body. When the male finishes in the woman, this creates a portal in the astral plane. SEX is a ritual, and if you do not do the ritual high vibrationally, you will attract a low vibrational astral entity to be incarnated in the physical plane. Every person you have SEX with, you have an astral emotional bond with that person. If you want a high vibrating soul to enter the physical plane as your child, you need to do the ritual properly. Never engage in one night stands. This is a form of magic. If you drink alcohol, you're drinking magic potions which invoke spirits. And yes, the earth is a flat plane.
So it turns out the only place that is scarier than the Rocky Mountains is the Appalachian Mountains. And have you heard of something called Dogman? Well, there's a creature that was just captured on image called the Dogman. And of course, this was in North Carolina, which is a part of the Appalachian Mountains. Yeah, the Appalachian Mountains, where they tell you don't go out after fucking dark. Now, apparently this is one of the cryptids that is said to live in the Appalachian Mountains that is similar to the Appalachian Bigfoot. And I found interesting information in this story about one of these cryptoids on Reddit. Because Dogman is such a phenomena in the Appalachian Mountains around North Carolina and has even been seen in Michigan that people are afraid to go looking for them on the trails. Now I'm going to show you the picture of Dogman, but this is one of the stories from Reddit that I was reading that literally scares the shit out of me. To summarize, this man basically went on the trail with his dog where his golden retriever started to growl. He was in these Appalachian Mountains and they were in the dark woods. He said that he could hear trees shaking and branches falling. He said he had never been this scared in his life. Immediately went back in the house to where the man had his pew-pew. Once back in the house, he said it was basically like he was surrounded by loud mumbling, that it never stopped. Every time he would go to check, it would go dead silent. He said he didn't sleep a wink. He said he was used to the spooky things that his grandparents would tell him about, but this was not normal spooky. And he said he thought it was an animal, but it didn't feel like it because of the mumbling. Now, this is alleged footage of what they consider to be Dogman. There are some very extensive videos that I could send to you, but what the fuck is this? Now, one reason I wouldn't say that this is a bear is clearly because of the hind legs. And it couldn't be Bigfoot because Bigfoot is quite large, as we all know. This is a picture of the Dogman cryptoid that was captured in the Appalachian Mountains on the trails. These sightings are getting more and more regular, and they're honestly freaking me the fuck out.
Elder explains Akashic records.
The Akashic, and it's sent to the sun, mother server, which then sends it to the other sun. Everything you're seeing on a microscopic level exists on a macroscopic level. So the suns are servers. That's what a sun does. It serves the planets around it. But it also is a server, like an electrical server. So everything on the planets around that sun uploads their information to the sun. This is where they even get the idea of store it in the clouds or store it in the heavens from. Because nature does that naturally. The planet talks to the sun talks to the planet. So if the planet needs some assistance from the sun, it asks for it, and it will actually send that energy.
And you call that Akashic?
The Akashic record is recorded around a planet or around an entity. It's the energetic record keeping system. They came up with a quote-unquote man-made version of that, and they call it the cloud. They're sending it up to the cloud. And they released that in a movie a long time ago. I think it was called Eon Flux or something. It had Charlize Theron in there, where they're telling you they're storing everything in this big dirigible balloon floating at 80,000 feet up in the sky. And it kept all the data. And it ran this future world where everything was based on them knowing everything and recording everything. And the reason they kept it at like 100,000 feet in the sky, so people couldn't get to it. But she figured out as a warrior, and then they figured out how to get to the. So the same idea, but it's based on nature. Nature sends everything to the planet. The planet has an aura. He has an auric field, which we can see when the aurora borealis comes through. You can see that there's an aura around the planet. So everyone who chooses to come here and born here, you can download information from the Akashic record. You also have a record inside of you. Your DNA is a record of all the bloodlines history. That you were born into a bloodline. And in that blood is a line of information. Million years or however many years back.
Yeah.
So they call it blood.
How long does your DNA go back to?
It could go back for billions of years.
Wow.
So imagine that. That's why I always tell people to have a visual. When I walk with 1 million people behind me, at least. So I'm the tip of the spear. My spear is 1 million deep. So you walk without fear. So I'm never alone. I never go into any battle, any situation, anything by myself. Because literally in science, you cannot be by yourself. If you have 1 million people, at least inside of your DNA, then how can you be by yourself? How can you be lonely?
I'm listening, and the interview has already started, my brother.
Oh.
We're gonna do it just like this. Where you're at, the lighting is perfect, your energy is perfect. All right, brother. Have a good one.
Hey, we'll be in touch. You already know that. We're already in touch.
Beautiful.
No, you cannot throw me back into the stars. No. I am not restarting my life again. I have traveled through so many families trying to find the perfect family. This is the perfect family. I'm not getting sent back into the stars and getting tossed into some horrible family. I'm not doing this.
You had a horrible family before?
I have.
You remember?
Yeah, they were drug addicts.
What?
Yeah, they were literal drug addicts. They abused me like every day.
What?
They would literally scold me for no reason. They would literally kick me into walls, and they would just beat me up with broken bottles of glass. I died early. I died at like 26.
26? That's kind of grown. And your parent, they killed you?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was an average day, you know. I was walking down the street, and all of a sudden my parent just came up, lunged at me, and stabbed me with a broken bottle.
What the hell, Roman?
I don't know why I remember this so well.
I don't know why you remember that so well either.
Like that I have a concerningly good memory of that.
That's really creepy.
Yeah, I know. It was really sick and twisted.
Do some of y'all remember your past lives? Do you believe in past lives? How many times do you think you actually been here? Let me know in the comments down below. I have a thought process on that too, and who I was, and you all might know them. Let me know in the comments down below. If you tell me the name, if you think that I've reincarnated as somebody from our past, I'm talking about our recent past. I'm not going to tell you who it is, but if somebody guess it in the comments down below, I will let you know if you're right or not. No, I mean, you can whatever you believe, but if you feel like you've met somebody with my energy out here in the universe before and it feels very familiar and you can narrow it down to that person, I will let you know who it is if you're right. Let me know in the comments down below. I'm watching.
What is this? They put information in your face. Like I said, you go pay for it. You shocked and awed and don't know they foretelling you events to come. This is gonna be my last video for me. I mean it. This is the one I was trying to tell you about. Let's get it. You see this? This is the same thing as this.
That's a new game that came out.
Now, who is this? That is him.
The Monkey King.
That is him. The Monkey King. But where is he? He is here in the United States of America. I think you need to go read up on this and educate yourself that this belongs to Hinduism. Seriously. But did you not know the story of this is so much similar to Mount Huron? Because Buddha locked him away underneath the mountain in a bottomless pit for 500 years until he was able to learn patience. Is it 500 years or is it 1,000 years? Huh? Now, let's go find out the other one, which will be this one, the dragon. Which dragon? This dragon. Let's educate. In the predictive storytelling on the mirror board in the movies, that this guy is only activated and awakened during nuclear fallout or radiation exposure. That's the only thing that wakes him up. Other than that, he stays asleep, deep beneath the sea. So who is representing who? This one is Hinduism. But this one is represented by who? Well, you know that. But there's another dragon. Where? The one you're reading about. The dragon that devours the child. This dragon right here. But who's coming to stop him? They say him. Him right here. Who is him right here? Right there. But he's bringing him back. When? Let's read up on him real quick. This takes place in 2025. Who is him? Oh, that's him. Like I told you, he's coming back with the Man of Steel. Peace. Now you know why they've been banning my boy.
Antichrist's car is already ready. Just take a look at every detail of its design. Angelic wings, a winged being at the front, and a human figure with outstretched hands mounted on it. The bearer of light, the incarnate demon who has come to bring false peace. The mysterious car, valued at $10 trillion, was filmed being escorted on a road in Southern California, United States these days. It is composed of structures made of 24-karat pure gold. Several armored cars provide containment as it travels towards a location no one knows. Are we really witnessing the Antichrist's car? We know that during his rule, no one will be able to surpass him. He should be above everything and everyone, possessing the most expensive house, the most expensive car, the most expensive life, and being treated like a god on earth. Therefore, what we see may be a sign, as there is no vehicle in the world more expensive than this. Well, in any case, the end is near, and it's up to you to analyze the images and draw your own conclusions.
Come on inside! Carly!
Look at his face. Woo! Hey, what an amazing video. Y'all sent some good clips this time. You know what I'm saying? I really do appreciate those. I kind of, you know what I'm saying, sprinkle them in here in a little different way so it can make a little bit more sense to what we out here seeing in the world. But look, y'all figure out what y'all feel is real to y'all in y'all life. But I know what's happening. And I only could say so much over the damn internet because, you know, censorship is a real thing. Freedom is no longer free anymore, y'all. And y'all have to understand that. So it's only certain things I can say. You know, I gotta keep the people around me safe. So I'ma shut the hell up. I'ma let y'all think what the hell y'all want to think, but the real ones we know. Let me know in the comments down below if you know what's going on. It's simple. You can see it. It's clear. Not everything is real. but there are real things happening, and we have to speak these ways in order to, you know, continue to do what I do. But look, I appreciate y'all for tapping in and tuning in with me, man. Hopefully y'all got something for it, and let me know in the comments down below. Like I said, do you know who I was before? If I was here, let me know. If I wasn't here, just say, hey nigga, you ain't here, you was never here. But if you think I was here, let me know. Like, yo, you was such and such. I can't tell y'all the certain genre in which I lived, then you would definitely know, because you can compare. But look, it is what it is, man. Look, I see you on the next video, and like I always say, man, spread love, because there's too much hate in this world. I love you guys. I see you on the next video, and I'm out though. Wow.